Welcome in, New England Patriots Today by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. So glad to have you with us as the 2023 New England Patriots schedule has officially been released. We'll reveal it coming up in just a few moments. Break down every single game with everything you need to know coming up here on today's show. Before we officially get started, though, here's your chance to interact and jump in with us here on the show today. I'm very curious. What do you think the Patriots' record will be in 2023? Tell me in the comments section. Predict what you think the Patriots will do this upcoming season. Put a number on it. How many games you think New England will win, and we'll get started with today's show. It all begins for the Patriots in week number 1 against the defending NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles in a home matchup in what should be a very intriguing game against a Philadelphia team that has high expectations once again. Week 2, it's the first divisional matchup of the year for the Patriots as they take on the Miami Dolphins on Sunday Night Football. The Dolphins coming into this season with a lot of hopes off of last year's playoff appearance. They bring in Jalen Ramsey and had a pretty fascinating offseason themselves here. That should be a fun game. Then week 3, we see the new-look New York Jets with quarterback Aaron Rodgers for the very first time this year and his chance to get familiar with the rivalry between the Patriots and the Jets. And then the Patriots will take on the Dallas Cowboys on the road in week number 4 in a battle of the patriotic team versus America's team. Week 5, the Patriots will take on the New Orleans Saints at home with their new quarterback, Derek Carr, leading the way in New Orleans. Then in week 6, it's a trip to Las Vegas to take on a team that has a lot of Patriot connections, that being Josh McDaniels' Las Vegas Raiders squad there on the road in Vegas week 6. Week 7, the Patriots take on the Buffalo Bills at home. Josh Allen and company traveling to New England. This is a game that could be very, very important in the division with the Bills being one of the favorites there in the AFC. Week 8, it's a second matchup with the Miami Dolphins. This time a trip to Miami. And that time of year, week 8, it's going to be interesting to see how the weather fares that time of year. Is it going to start to cool down in Miami, or is it still going to be pretty hot by then? That'll be a fascinating factor to look at when that game ultimately rolls around. Week 9, the Patriots will take on the Commanders, and will Ron Rivera still be the head coach by week 9? That's a question that a lot of people are still wondering. Week 10, it's a trip across the pond to London to take on the Indianapolis Colts. This was dubbed by many folks the best rivalry of the last decade. You don't have Peyton Manning or Tom Brady anymore, but a lot of history between these two clubs as they go overseas. Then after the London trip, you get a much-needed bye week to reset after going over to London before taking on the New York Football Giants on week 12 in New York in a very good rivalry between New York and Boston here between those two. Week 13, it's a matchup against the Los Angeles Chargers in Justin Herbert. Then the final home stretch for the Patriots includes a game against the Pittsburgh Steelers, Week 14 there in Pittsburgh. Week 15, Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Week 16, a trip to Denver to take on Russell Wilson and the Broncos. Week 17, another battle with the Buffalo Bills, this time in Buffalo. And we've seen what Buffalo looks like that time of year. Could be a lot of snow, of course. And then the Patriots will wrap up the regular season against the New York Jets. Aaron Rodgers and company possibly playing for a playoff berth to end the regular season in New England Week 18. So there's the complete schedule. We'll break it down, go over some specific matchups that stand out here in just a second. Before we do, folks, you got to subscribe to Patriots Today if you haven't already. We are your off-season headquarters as we've been talking everything from free agency to trades, draft, and now the schedule release. But we're not stopping there. We're going to be all over the rookie mini camps and the OTAs and training camp and more. We are your place to be if you are a diehard New England Patriots fan. The coverage doesn't stop today. We're with you all offseason long. Daily segments here on the channel. Subscribe for free. Doesn't cost you a thing. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. YouTube.com/Patriots Today to subscribe. So let's go through some of these notable matchups. Starting with week 1 against the Philadelphia Eagles here. This Eagles team is stacked. Jalen Hurts, of course, under center there. A.J. Brown and company. This is going to be a tough matchup for Belichick and Mac Jones. His first game with a new offensive coordinator in Bill O'Brien. He's going to be tested right away against a very physical defense there in Philly. Then you take on a Miami team who there's a lot of excitement going on with this Miami Dolphins team with the moves they made this offseason with bringing in Jalen Ramsey and company here. Expectations are high for the Miami Dolphins, but we've seen the Patriots have owned the Miami Dolphins over the years. Can they keep it up week 2? We'll see. Week 3 against the New York Jets, the first of 2 meetings against Aaron Rodgers. That in itself is going to be fascinating to see ultimately how that plays out, how Rodgers fares against New England there. Week 4, you travel to Dallas to take on the Dallas Cowboys and Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys are going to look a little bit different in 2023 with a renewed emphasis on running the football. How will the Patriots fare of trying to slow down the run, but then also try to defend the play-action passing game from Dak Prescott too? That should be a very good game when those two square off to begin the month of October. So we mentioned the AFC East, and this year is going to be a gauntlet with really good teams, with Miami, with New York, Buffalo. Can the Patriots find a way to win this division? Let us know what you think in the comments section. Y for yes, N for no. Will the Patriots win the AFC East or not? Tell us what you think in the comments section. The Bills coming to New England week 7, and you look at the Bills off that 13-win season, the Patriots 8-9 last year. I mean, we've seen in the past where Mac Jones didn't even need to throw the football that much, and the Patriots found a way to beat the Buffalo Bills. Doubt you can really get away with that anymore, but nonetheless, the Patriots offense is going to have to put their best foot forward to try to compete with what Buffalo can do offensively. Week 10 against Indianapolis. I think the Colts are probably the worst team in the league this year, but you're still kind of out of your comfort zone, going overseas and everything that goes along with that. You're probably facing a rookie quarterback and Anthony Richardson by then as well. The main thing for New England here is not to get out of routine, not to get out of habit too much, and do what they can to put their best foot forward as they go overseas to take on Indy. Then week 12, Patriots-Giants. We've seen some unfortunate games between these two over the years, and I don't need to remind you any more than that. And I think this is more for the fans necessarily than it is the players of wanting to just stick it to the New York Giants of the misery that they've put the Patriots through over the years. But should be fun nonetheless, traveling to East Rutherford to take on the G-Men there. What opponent worries you the most? Pretty open-ended question. A lot of different ways you can go about this, especially the next team we talk about. What opponent worries you the most? Give me one opponent that stands out to you. Let me know in the comments section. That opponent that worries me the most is the Kansas City Chiefs. I think they're the best team in the National Football League heading into 2023. Patrick Mahomes is back, and he's playing as good a football as he ever has before. That defense looks a lot better. The Patriots are going to have their hands full taking on Mahomes and company in this home game here against Kansas City. And down the stretch, the home stretch of the season here, you have to think that the Chiefs are going to come in playing determined and gearing up towards playoff time as well. Week 17 against the Buffalo Bills, that potentially could be a must-win game for the Patriots to compete for the division or to get in the postseason. And then the Jets, Week 18. Thank you to the National Football League for giving the Patriots a home game in what could be a win-or-go-home situation to wrap up the regular season with that divisional rivalry game there against the New York Jets against Aaron Rodgers. So there is the full schedule. There's the breakdown of some of the marquee games of the 2023 season. Predict the record for me. What do you think? How do things stack up for New England in 2023? Tell me in the comment section below what you think, and we'll see you next time right here on New England Patriots Today.